What's on me booties? It's Yabba here. How's it going? Back with another PlanetBase. So far, this colony is doing really well. Now, I had already recorded this episode, and again, it didn't go well. Still getting used to this. Still getting used to this. Uh, so, for those of you that didn't see the news yesterday, basically, just going to speed this up. Basically, I'm hoping to bring streaming along for you guys, so you can be there whilst I'm playing games. It's going to be Elder Scrolls Online and maybe some Ark. Just wanted to get you guys involved in some stuff. Now, more on that. If you have seen the news, I am struggling to get it going. My computer's not the best, but that isn't the problem I'm seeing right now. The problem I'm seeing right now is actually my bandwidth. So uh, I'm getting there with it. Just the quality is going to be low. Unfortunately, the quality is going to be rather low, um, which is which I'm not happy about at all. Um, so yeah, there's that. I'm just going to pop down a lab here. Ow, my head. Now in this episode, we're going to work on getting another storage bay because this one is getting quite full. And we're going to work on another that's going to go up here, I think. Then we're going to work on getting robotics, which is semiconductors. So yeah, that's the plan with this episode. So here we are. If you didn't see the news yesterday, colony survival let's play is going to be stopped. I'm not enjoying it. Uh, it's 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 the fact the game for me. I like playing at a slow pace, and I know playing at a slow pace is not good for YouTube. I want to bring you good videos, fun videos, but unfortunately, that's not really playing up to that level of what I want. So yeah, they're going to stop. Now in here, I am going to get rid of some of the plants we have because in a minute, because we've been running the same plants for so long, we are going to see some problems with malnutrition show up. So I'm going to get a rice pad in, I'm going to get that in, and again, I'm going to get another rice pad in. And over here we're going to have lettuce, tomato, potato. Uh, so hopefully that will mix up our food. So as you can see, yeah, we're going to get some malnutrition in here. And that's because um, they're only really eating, what was it, potatoes and onions, which, as you can imagine, you're not going to get much food out of. And I mean, there is meat. We got meat coming in, but again, um, that's not enough. You know, I'm just going to change that over for a four-seater table, so more people can sit at it. Don't want people sitting on the floor. What else are we going to do? I could link those together, but I don't see a point. I may get a bar actually. Yeah, I'm just gonna get a small bar coming off the canteen. So we've got our entertainment here, and the bars use food to produce drinks, which everyone will go to. No, I'm going to get rid of that, and hopefully these will get built up quite nicely. And the reason I'm doing that is I want to make this priorities for our medics. As you can see, we've got a medic down there, malnourished. Now, the reason I want this prioritized is so I could prioritize this room, but our biologists will spend all their time in here because these need a lot of work to keep going, and I'd rather them concentrating over here. So yeah, there's that. Never knew that made noise. Okay, so our storage has dropped down a bit, but again, I want to get another storage in here. We're going to go for a large storage. and we're going to have it like that. Now, I know that this will probably cause some oxygen problems. But again, that's fine. I'm going to reduce that. We've got 15. 15 out of that. We don't need that. I want more people working in here. Actually turning that into metal. Because both the bioplastics are running quite well. But yeah. So we got the bar up. I want them to get the connection up. That'd be nice if they could, please. Trader. No, I'm all right from that guy. Nothing we want there. So this, yeah. So we've got bar tables and all that stuff. The drink produces nice alcoholic drinks that colours consumers relax. So we're going to get one of those in, and we're going to get a bar table like that. A TV and water. That's just the basics. I may end up having another TV or another drinks machine in there. Now what I am going to do in here is I'm going to move that and that there. Get rid of these because I'm going to plonk another table in. The reason I plonk another table is that I want to make sure that nobody is going where they shouldn't. So I don't want people eating out in the middle of nowhere. So there's the drinks machine. That'll turn the vegetables into beer. That will help reduce our vegetable count quite nicely. There we go. We've got these two pumping out now. No, our spares are okay. I'm going to turn that off for now. So this guy's going to sit and have a drink, and its happiness is going to go up. That's good. That's good. That's good. And now we'll just wait on bioplastic. Now most of our bioplastic is unfortunately tied up over here, which is fine. I'd rather this was prioritized first rather than this. Although I want these to be prioritized more. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of this. I want them to take this and I want them to go and produce medicine because I want her to be healed so that we're then producing. We'll have 2 tables for medicine. So yeah. I don't know if I can add enough water. Can we add any more plants? We're gonna have a few more plants in. We'll grab one there. Grab one there. Very much like a TV in here somewhere, but I don't think we're going to be able to get one, unfortunately. But that's okay, because we've got a TV in here. We'll have a TV in the bar. That's quite handy. Now their happiness is going exceptionally high, which is really nice. Really nice. See, these will produce really quickly, but the top bar will go down. Not a problem. As you can see, our food's now 44. 44, which is good, which is nice. And now we're getting some bioplastic delivered down here, so hopefully our medic will come along and do that one. Actually, yeah, I'm just going to get some of these. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy some medicine in, so we can heal the people we got injured and stuff, and then we can get back producing what we need. I mean, we got 3 medics, which is nice. So we will be producing medicine, but I'd rather buy some in and save us the effort. Turn on. So yeah, we're going pretty well here. Um, we're doing good. We're keeping it going. Um, I say we're keeping it going. We're doing exceptionally well, actually. Thankfully, we've staved off the malnutrition that came from the last episode. Well, no, I say the last episode. It wasn't the last episode. It was the broken episode, as I'll call it. Now we're gonna get that in there like that. We're gonna get that back in. Once we've got that up and built, the next step then we're going to build some semiconductors, well, factories. So we're going to begin making semiconductors. Now they sell for quite a lot. They sell for 40. At the moment, everything we have only sells for 15. But they sell for 40. So you can imagine what we can do with those. So we're going to have two. We're eventually going to try and get two stations for those. So we're going to be constantly producing those, which will be good. But thankfully, we're doing really well. Because what happens when they get malnutritioned or they get injured is they stop. Everybody stops when they get injured or malnourished. They will just stop. And when they will stop working, which is not what we've done. Yeah, but like, yeah, 40. Guns sell for 80. But we don't want that yet. We'll start producing guns when we start expanding into our visitor center, as we'll call it. No, I just want to buy up the bioplastic and everything because we kind of need that. And our food is doing rather well, so I'll use some of the food to do that. But this bar should pick up quite colonists' happiness quite a lot. I could link across there so they just deliver the food straight across there, but that would just be a waste of resources at the moment, especially when I'm trying to be a little safer with them. I may move this up here because the resources are all up here. Save them walking so far with it. But for now, it's fine here. It's very much fine here. May need to get some more biologists in. Yeah, we've run out of spares, but thankfully he's making some more over there. Then we'll get some more bioplastic here. Because that's what we're really suffering on at the moment, bioplastic. What I will eventually do is I will eventually build two processing plants. One specifically just for steel, one specifically just for bioplastic. And whatever we need, I'll put priority on it. So if we need bioplastic, I'll put the priority on the bioplastic. If we need steel, I'll remove the priority on that. If we need both, I'll put the priority up and reduce the priority in the mines and stuff. So our storage has been built, which is nice. Now our oxygen is suffering a little bit, but it should be fine. Yeah, there we go. So long as it gets green, even if it's slow, it's fine. If it stays red too long, people will start suffering because of it. One thing I did notice is we needed more bunk beds. But I'm not going to worry about that for now. For now. And yeah. So our biologist is doing a great job. Our food's going really nicely. Really nicely. I'm going to have the priority for that as well. So that they'll work equally between the two. And now that we've got a bit of everything, we're going to plonk down 1, 2, And yeah, we'll just plonk that down now. That was alarmingly close. I'm gonna put an extra thingy there. What have you got? You got food. We kind of don't need food right now. We're just about getting by. Hopefully our stocks will go back up. But yeah, there we go. And this takes a lot. So we're going to cancel that down. And we're just going to have our semiconductors go in. And I'm going to prioritize this room, which it is, because I want more spares. I want the spares to go back up. The semiconductors take a while to produce and take steel and bioplastic, which we are producing quite nicely. My only concern is maybe not fast enough. Maybe not fast enough. There's no wind. Yeah, because we're now out of spares. Thankfully, we have plenty of medicine now. We're on 9, which is nice. So I'm going to reduce that, but it does mean that when we're desperate, we can up that, or when we've got some extra resources. We have got a sandstorm coming. That's fine. This will work at max, but I mean, we're still going to lose some power. That's inevitable, but less than if we didn't, because we'd be losing 126 rather than just. Well, we'd be losing 76 rather than just 26. So we can't complain at that. So our power will go down. Thankfully, it's daylight now and the sandstorm's edging off. So yeah, we didn't do too badly through that, which is quite nice. Yeah. So we're doing good. We're doing good. Now the reason you have guns, the reason you use guns in this game is when you get a security threat. When you get a security threat, um, your guards will go and we'll kill them. Basically, they'll go and kill them. And to do that, you need guns. So the patrolling guards will use the guns that are in to distribute the guns, put them in a gun locker, and then they pick the guns up from there and they move on and carry on. So that's what they're for. But as you saw, they sell for quite a lot. But right now, I'm not worried about that. Our sustainability is really nice. It's really, really nice. Yeah. Now what I will do is we'll concentrate on getting the control center set up next. But right now I'm just letting a few of our resources tick through. So we've got 2 semiconductors, 1 spares, no steel. Maybe I should bring some more workers in. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna bring in some more workers. We're gonna turn that. We're gonna turn that on. We're gonna bump this right up. The reason I want more workers is so we can max this out, and they're gonna constantly be working in here, which would be nice, because that would mean the production is high, so we won't be so struggling. I mean, we're not struggling too much, but yeah. But it's going well. It's going very, 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 very well. I'm not quite liking the way this is going. Now I just want to check something. We're doing decent. That's what it says there, which is nice. Now the prestige will go up significantly when we start getting customers in, tourists. When we start getting visitors in, it'll go up. Driller bots are great. drill a bunch. Oh, great, because they will just go to the mines and they will stay in their mines. Um, and they will stay in the mines and they will just drill. We've got a worker there. And just drill and drill and drill and drill. The reason you want that is so your workers are actually in producing stuff in the workshop, and they'll be less likely to get injured because whilst they're in the mine, they can get injured. They can get injured from working in the mine, which is never very good. It's never very good. Now, bioplastic's going up nicely. Now, I don't think our steel production's doing very well, but that's okay. I'm mainly waiting for our spares to go up, and I'm going to shut down the spares bay. Um, I'm going to shut that down. So we've only got one going. But thankfully, this produces two every time it goes through the loop. So we'll go from 2 to 4. Now, I'm looking at just waiting until we get maybe around 10. Maybe around 10. No. Let's go for a control center already. I'm going to go for a large control center. The reason I'm going for a large control center is you can fit more in it. And when you fit more in it, yeah, when you fit more in it, it'll be much better because you need obs and you need people to see your yeah, it'll have security desks. So with the security desks, they'll be checking everything that's going on. And the more you have, the more they'll keep an eye at a security check. And again, I built the tourist area away from my main base, so they have to go through the security center or the control center, which is where your guards will predominantly be. Again, you'll have workers in there for satellite purposes. They'll be using like telescopes and the radar dish. And the radar dish, you can call down um, traders. You'll get calls from. Excuse me, sorry. You'll get calls from emergency vessels looking for an emergency because they're having a problem. Some of them they desperately need food, so they want to come and land. Some of them they desperately have got injured crew and they need somewhere to go and land. So they'll come and ask you for that. Now, as you can see, our oxygen is starting to dwindle a little bit here and there because we now have 27, and this one can only handle 30. So this is what I usually do. I usually put the oxygen after, so our main oxygen will be protected, and this one will just be an almost starting back up. Systems. So yeah, our spares are just ticking over around about 1, but our semiconductors are sitting nicely at 4. So if there is something that comes along that we want, it will probably be steel. And our steel seems to be lacking right now. We've lost a engineer, but not a problem. We've got engineers. Now in here, like I said, you've got your armory, which is where the guns will go, which is where then your guards will pick up the guns. Then you got the security console, and I'm going to plonk that down first, and then I'm going to put an armory down here. And then you got the telescope console, which is where they'll control the telescope from, and then you got the radio console. Now once that's up, I'm just going to shut that down because I'm not going to need that for a little bit, not until I got to the radio center and the telescope. The telescope will let you know when there's sandstorms coming, which is very, very helpful. Very, very helpful. Control center is low, blah, 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 blah. Not a problem. We just built an oxygen tank, not a new oxygen bay next to it. Okay, so we got this going. Now I'm just waiting for these to build. Once these build, then I'm going to carry on expanding out this area. Now this area will be, like I said, for the tourists, which means I'm going to need another bed bay over here so to make sure that no one goes over there to sleep. So let's get that dorm down already. But I'm going to have it coming. I'm going to have it here. Doesn't need to be big. But the reason I'm having it there is so these guys will use it. Now there's our security console. Now our single guard should go and work that. Here it goes. Now with this, he'll be scanning rooms. Now the more of those you have, the more rooms can get scanned. Obviously the more guards you will need. And I can't remember how to check which rooms are being checked. Then you have the yellow alert and red alert. Yellow alert, everyone will stay inside. Medics and guards will stay on duty. Red alert, everybody kill any intruders. Now what's this? That's where we can see the medical bed. See in this room. No, I've got graphics on high. It doesn't look like it, but I do have graphics on high. Well, not high. I have them on ultra. Ultra. Now what are we waiting on over here? Oh, that should be able to be built now once an engineer comes along. Our speed was down. We must have had a sandstorm or something and I forgot to put it back up. My bad, my bad, my bad. But now I'm going to turn these. Oh, I can't turn these off. Well, never mind then. But yeah. Oh. Semiconductors. We're going to go for 5. With these, we're going to go for 10. Medical supplies, we're going to go for 10. I didn't realize I can change it. Some. I forgot about that. Bots we don't want. Doesn't matter. Guns we're going to have on 5 as well. So that means when we hit that limit, they'll all shut down or they'll stop being used. So we'll just keep these in for now. Yeah, so this is one of the surveyed rooms. This is surveyed room, surveyed room, surveyed room, surveyed room, not surveyed. So like it says, only so many can be surveyed at a time. Now I'm hoping this is surveyed, it's not. Which is a shame. But I'll add a few more of these when we get a few more guards and we'll make it possible. Now I'm waiting for the dorm. There's the dorm. Just going to add 2, 3. Just going to add 3 in there. Now this bar seems bigger than 4, so we're going to add another one of that, and we're going to get rid of that. I'm going to add that in, and then we add the TV over there. And another drinks fountain there. Just so more people can go and drink and faff. Hopefully our malnutrition really is, it's gone down. We still need more beds. Right, let's just fill this up with beds. We've got plenty of bioplastic for it. Now, hopefully that will just fill up, but then there'll be no one that needs sleep anywhere. Now, when you're building your tourist six, you want to build a big medical bay over there because you will get emergency people that want to come and land. Now, I'm going to build the telescope. I want to build a big telescope. The reason I want to build a big telescope is it's better. Everything's big is better. So that's going to take six steel, not a problem. And then I'm going to want to build a radio antenna, but I don't want to build a radio antenna yet. Or do I? I might build a radio antenna yet. I might build a radio. Yeah, I'm gonna build that, and I'm just gonna let them go and build that up, and I'm not gonna worry. I want that up first. Now there's all the bunks filled up. So we've got 2 bunks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 24. That should be more than enough for everyone to be able to sleep when they need it, because in this game there's not a sleep cycle. So here I'm going to show you the yellow alert. So they'll leave here and they'll come home. Now, what's great about that is you could, once this is up and going, you can, it will give you an advanced warning. So with the advanced warning, then you can get everyone back inside before the sandstorm hits. Yeah. Be-doo, 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 be-doo. But that also means that when you actually have the resource for something, they won't take it outside. Neither will the bots. No one will take it outside. So it will just stay inside until the end of the sandstorm. So now let's turn that off and everyone will get back to work. Now in here we've got 4, 8. The reason I'm doing that is a lot of the medicine that's up here will get moved down into here. Essentially meaning we've got more space up there. And when we started, we had 31%, and that's dead empty. There we go. So now, when this is manned, it'll give us an advanced warning of sandstorms and other bits and pieces. So I'm going to upgrade the priority for that. And there we go. Now look, they can predict disasters like sandstorms, blizzards, or solar flares. We don't have blizzards or solar flares. Can also work in coordination with the anti-meteor laser to destroy incoming meteors. That gets useful. As you can see, some of the meteors hit quite close. Thankfully, I'm probably going to jinx myself now, but thankfully we haven't been hit yet. Now, this bit's important. Every telescope you build increases the probability of detection of sandstorms, blizzards, solar flares, and meteors. Now, for every one of these, you want one more telescope console. Otherwise, you're going to have problems. So only one telescope's going to be on at a time. Now, if I want this fully manned all of the time, I will need a few more guards, which I may get, but first I may build another biology center, a bioplant, just to sustain our food on the increase. I want to see that food remain on the increase. Um, So yeah, we're doing well. Anyway, we have run well over time on this video, but that's okay. Sometimes we can. So remember, hit that like button down there. Smash it as hard as you can. It really helps me out. Um, Leave a comment. I try and reply to everyone who leaves a comment. And remember, if you want to join the Cornish Army, make sure to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell next to it to be notified when a video goes up. As for me, I've been Yabba. Cheers and gone.